Red, why don't you tell us what happened last time?
Yeah. We start off with a bit of a backward step in time as we went to Claire, having gotten a phone call from her favorite person who seemed to be a bit upset. And, well, she's not, she understands that she's going to put herself in danger. She did message Mr. E to let him know. He did warn her not to go, and that'd be very dangerous. But Claire understands that not going means that while she would be safe, yes, the people in her life would probably be the ones who would pay the cost for it. So decided to go for it, letting Colton know what was going on to a certain degree, and him offering her a bit of way to summon him if she needs him, essentially. But leaving the poor blind Zach and Colton, I guess, to hang out in their apartment while she went off to go talk to her boss. And then, well, Lydia was, of course, furious as she well aware of what Claire's interference did for this job she had, claiming that Claire's selfishness and naivety led to more deaths because now Lydia has no choice but to make it all-out war. That this was going to be a quiet one-hit kill and things would have moved on, but now to get what she wants, she's going to have to be violent about it. Claire tried to argue the fact, tried to, well, change her mind, advise her as best what she was hired for originally, but Lydia seemed unwilling to listen, especially since it wasn't the option she wanted. And, well, she did threaten that she could always make things worse for Claire, but just to make sure Claire doesn't cause any more problems, she's going to put in a bit of timeout. A nice little hotel room here, and she stays there with with guards and maybe not asking too many questions, or else was very much implied. As well, Claire did try to look up a bit of her site to see if she can find any way to get out of this, any way that this can work out, another way to actually show proof for Lydia to not go about her plan and still get what she wants. And it looks like the patterns on the wall only revealed one word, Abaddon. And the answer doesn't change, and the several days she was there. Michael, on the other hand, was dealing with a bit of a shock after the situation with his family and meeting the strange but friendly witch woman as he went off to Adam to talk about what he found out and his panic a bit. And both of them were a bit confused and decided to go meet with Andre, hopefully find some understanding or someone who knows more what the hell's going on, especially since Adam himself has also noticed some odd things around the city. And Adam took him to a strange opening, some back area that led to another door that led to a place that shouldn't exist. As they met not just Andre and Arlo, the wonderful familiar of this place who seemed willing to gold people, and well, Michael seemed to be very happy with it, but it was best suggested that he does not, as well as a ghostly figure still here. As they discussed and talked, Andre had no idea what was going on, but was willing to help him find a form of protection if he was worried about, well, the things going on here. That allows him to teleport temporarily, basically, for a moment. Couldn't carve into his soul, but better to wear it as a necklace, and hopefully it'll be what he needs to save his unlife, basically. As Adam and Michael took leave, still unsure about what the hell's going on, but Adam said he'll ask around, see what's going on, telling Michael to keep an eye out and let him know, basically, as they have to try to figure out what the hell's going on. Wanda, as well, reached out to Johnny after that earlier conversation, and especially talking with Abaddon with a bit of advice, asked for Marshall's number to have a hopeful, friendly conversation and hopefully gain a new friend, we'll say. Though I have been meeting him in the coffee shop and trying to discuss her plan, we'll say, it didn't seem to really sway Marshall in her favor. Though he did offer in the end a chance to talk to his boss, air quotes, with Wanda within 2 days' time. A chance for them to hopefully have a chance to engage in whatever decision she wants to make, especially seems she's trying to make moves that maybe could get some people very upset with her, we'll say. And Marshall went off after saying goodbye to go talk to his good friend Johnny. As after talking with Wanda, even though Wanda tried to dissuade him from thinking so, especially since she only learned it on her own with some context clues, he was very upset with Johnny because he called him out, ratted him out essentially. And Johnny, of course, didn't really know anything, as Wanda had pointed out. But apparently Marshall wasn't too happy about it regardless, and demanded 2 favors in exchange for how this could have caused so many problems for him. And Johnny agreed, though he did call Wanda to let him know, and Wanda tried to apologize, but it seems he's rolling with the punches. Wanda said she's going to be off to engage with other people and told Johnny, if something happens to me, just make sure my family doesn't do anything too rash. Johnny said he'll try his best. You know what? That's all you can really ask for. Wanda also, while waiting for those 2 days, did her the job she was offered by her friendly, hopefully new clientele, Melisina, I think so. And well, it seems that she has everything she needs for that, but it takes a little bit more time. And I believe as well as well, 2 days passed, and Wanda went to the meeting room with the Sorcerer's Inner Sanctum to a certain degree, place to talk, and met with well, not necessarily a familiar face, but a woman by the name of Freya. Seemed to be the one who's pulling the strings for this assassination attempt and helping Lydia kill Thomas. And they discussed things, offering what they can do, as Wanda understood that she's in a bit of a bad spot, but what she wants is hopefully not this and not the death of Thomas. And Freya offered her a chance to do that by instead of being up and center, maybe being in the backgrounds to ensure no one starts killing each other in the streets, hopefully, or at least that's how she phrased it from Wanda's ears. And Wanda couldn't really think of a reason to say no. So she said yes. Hopefully a chance of less bloodshed, and hopefully she can actually help and see if things can work out in this regard. See if she can actually make some change here without it going tits up. And I think that's where it ended last.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I believe they just finished negotiating.
Yes.
So yeah, Wanda, that's over. What is your next step?
Well, she mainly was trying to reach out to that situation, and she has to talk to Thomas, I think, as well, is one of the things she was trying to do. If things worked out at the very least, but I don't think that's what's happening right now. Um,
Well,
yeah,
it
Grant.
depends on your understanding. I'm pretty sure you agreed Freya to work with you and sort of at least stop providing support to Lydia.
Yes, yeah, I'll go talk to Thomas, Grant, if that's all right then,
Yeah.
or hopefully have a meeting to talk to Thomas.
Yeah, I think at
Yeah.
this point, it will sort of it will be like a SUV that'll pick you up from an address and then start kind of driving you by the city. Get in and he does look at you. Wanda, I hope there's good news.
I believe so, at the very least, Thomas. I've arranged. I'm not sure if you've met them yet, but I've arranged some hopeful muscle to help you with your situation, as well as I've talked to, I believe, the one backing the Burgomeister's claim to take your life.
How did that conversation go?
Seems to go well. She's willing to work with me as long as it benefits her, and seems to want only a chance to make things easier for her ability to move in, I guess, her information network, things like that. She doesn't wish for friction for her movements, basically. And it seems if as long as there's a coexistence that's peaceful, then that will be what she wants.
And has an eyebrow raised.
You have some concerns?
Quite hard for me to believe that after such a bold attempt at my life.
That's also true. She could also have been lying to me, but she seems, I'm going to be honest, she seems to just want the easier path to her goal. She doesn't really have much of a personal stake in this outside of whoever horse she's backing wins. That's all she cares about. I can't say for sure of Burgomaster. I believe she told me it was Lydia, right, Grunt?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I also don't remember exactly, but
I think it was a con because I thought it was Lydia at the time. She was like, yeah, you saw Lydia and her talk with each
yeah,
other. She's been working with
you
her,
know for a
so
fact they've been like talking.
yeah. Burgomaster Lydia, I believe. I'm not too sure, even if she doesn't have the help anymore, or if she still continues to help her, she won't stop. I can assume from, well, the way vampires are, no offense, that they won't just end with a sorry about that, buddy.
Well, not with Lydia, no. If she wants this, she'll still pursue it. Um, how how did you manage to convince her to back down? Or back her?
I laid it all out there, apparently. I was very frank with her that, well, like I said, what she wants is seemingly her information network not to be obstructed in any way. And she just wants to make sure someone's in some spot that won't be a pain in her ass, apparently. I wonder if she just thinks it'd be easier to work with someone like me or instead of someone like Lydia, who seems to be more ambitious.
Kind of nods and says, "But what is your plan then?"
Well, peaceful coexistence, as childish as that may seem. Hopefully, to have a way to ensure no one decides to kill each other in the streets. And if I was very frank with you, Thomas, if I have the power to do something good here, I would appreciate it. I will want to do it.
That seems highly unlikely given the current situation.
I know. But if you want change to happen, it seems like there's no other way to do it outside of killing each other. I'm hoping to avoid that. Can I figure out a person grunt?
Yeah. I don't know what you're trying to convince him to do though. That's I'm out of care. Like, what's your argument here?
She's not convincing because she doesn't know what he's asking exactly. She's like, hey, I just want to. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. I'm hoping I can do something good out of this. That's really it. She's just telling him what she's hoping for. What I'm trying to figure out is like what he's feeling in this moment, essentially. Because what is he worried about? What's going to happen?
He worries he's about to get murked.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, you're good, dude. So this is all I have, and I think she's gonna, yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
at least
I'm gonna like that. That's cool. She told you that, but like, I don't believe you.
Yeah, like that's like I want to get that, like that part I get. Cause she's like, hey, I got you some help from Abaddon, is what she originally got. Cause I don't know that he's met his air quotes bodyguards at all, or if Abaddon was going to introduce them. But she knows she had someone help protect him in that regard. And all she has is Freya's word. She can't really give him anything else other than what she told him and what the inside role she had last time. I'm not too sure what else I can really give you to reassure you, Thomas. Is there something else I can do?
It's fine. It's better than nothing. At least you're trying to do something. I just well, I will be maintaining my skepticism until I think otherwise.
Of course. I understand this is, well, it's your life after all. If there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. But I can try my best.
He nods. Well, do keep me in the loop and let me know if there's anything I can help you out with.
Of course. You have a wonderful night, Thomas.
He'll nod and smile as it dropped off.
I have only one other question. Am I still working on those ingredients for my lovely client at all?
So you have to finish that thing, yes.
Okay, then she'll probably go off to do that. I'm not too sure. I know her daughter is out training that she wasn't fully aware, and I believe Victor is still locked in on playing around with that communication device that she was given. So she's probably just going to go finish up that task then.
Yeah. Well, that is the question. Like, what is your plan? Because right now you may have like agreed with Freya, and sort of the hit probably won't happen now.
Yeah, like I said, her main goal was to try to gain allies in the first place, but it didn't really work out with Marshall. She could go to the sorcerers and let them know as well, but I'm not too sure how well that'll work out, or if
I'm
she can't even
red.
Yeah.
What
Yeah?
the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean it didn't work out with Marshall? You literally went to his boss, talked to her.
Oh, like
Was like,
I meant
cool,
in
let's
the
work together. Cool, let's do it.
I
What?
meant in the I meant in the sense that she was trying to get Marshall on her side without letting his bosses know. That was her original plan, Grunt. Originally, before this became that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
I'm
saying it failed. I'm saying
asking
like,
now though.
yeah, like I said, outside of like, there's not much else she can do outside of waiting for Freya. She can go to the sorcerers and let them know what's
What are
going
you
on.
waiting on Freya for?
Because like I said, she doesn't know what the next step. I'm telling you right now, Wanda doesn't know what the next step was. Her original plan was to gain allies, but now things have been changed
Okay, so
because
your
she's working
entire
with
conversation
Freya.
with Freya was, hey, we'll fucking defang these burgomasters. And if you do that, there's no need for me to back them.
Okay, because I didn't know. I thought she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you do this thing." That's what I thought the conversation
Yeah,
was
she's
originally
gonna
with Freya.
help you defang them, so she's not gonna provide any more sort of assistance to any of them. Mostly
Okay, I
Lydia.
guess. Yeah, because like I said, in what I thought was that she was gonna basically give her a bit of advice. Because the next thing I could, there's not a lot I know I can do with Wanda in this moment of time. Can I either talk to the sorcerers or should I go out and look for allies? Those are my two options.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
can roll for that.
That's true, but like that's my point. Like if you're gonna go back and tinker with your stuff, you might lose an opportunity and time.
Yeah, because like I said, from my thing, I didn't know there's anything to do but wait until she was told from Freya. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But if you, I can hit the
You
streets or
can
something like
wait
that.
if you want. You can like wait for Freya to tell you what to do. That's also an option, I guess.
Like I said, that's what I thought was going
Okay,
on. But if you're saying I can do more,
that's
I
fine
can.
either. Like again,
No, right.
that's
I
fine.
can hit
That's
the
fine.
streets.
Both are fine, Red. Both
I
are
didn't.
fine.
I was under a different assumption of what was going on, so I can hit the streets if that's the case because the original plan was allies. It's just the Freya thing threw me off. So
Listen, it's too late now. Go back and tinker.
can hit the streets, Grunt.
Nah, I refuse to let you do that. Go tinker. I need to torture
Okay.
Jill more.
What?
Fuck no, because first I think funny because yeah, you'll probably go back and tinker, but it'll probably be a few days. How long is Johnny gonna give Wanda until you give her a call?
I mean, probably on the same day.
Okay, so yeah, probably as you just get back to your like house, Wanda, your sanctum, probably Johnny's gonna give you a call.
Johnny, is everything all right?
Yeah, so how did it go?
It went well. I'm alive, which is good. So positives all around. It seems we come to a bit of an agreement, and hopefully it will turn out well. But optimism is not my best.
Yeah, fair enough. So, do I still need to worry about the werewolves causing mayhem in Brooklyn, or
From what I've been told, I don't believe so. At the very least, it seems well, the person I talked to seems to be willing to change the strategy if it gets them what they want. Though you may want to talk to your hunter friends regardless, I'm not too sure. Though again, I know you've gotten in a bit of trouble with that werewolf friend of yours.
yeah, well, he wasn't too happy about me talking to you. But I see. Are you okay after this one day?
I'm okay. There are worse things that could have happened, and I'm happy they didn't. Right now, I'm a bit of a loss of what to do, other than patience, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure I'm willing to trust the werewolves on not doing anything for this week, as we've told, so I'm also considering my choices here.
Well, what choices are you considering?
Well, since the threat seems to be gone, I could just wait it out and hope. Important word here, hope that nothing happens. So Marshall seemed a bit, as I said to you, too chill. You get what I'm saying, or I could go back on my word and talk to my friends.
Surely they're not the only hunters in the city, unless that's the case.
Surely they're not, but that is true. Do they work like in like cells, like in PTM, or how do hunters work here?
Depends. It's not like a unified thing. But these specific ones, like Demas's group, like what do you mean, like VTM or in cells?
I mean, cells that don't talk to each other.
Again, it depends because not all hunters agree on the methodology. There's ones that are much more gun ho. There's hunters that focus more on information gathering. Demas's group is quite adept at killing people, less adept at info gathering, but they do have a lot of firepower.
I see. Well, that is also an option, of course.
Well, at the very least, I assume you have other ways of finding out, and if things are in that, well, if you're worried that things your martial friend intends to cause chaos or such, you can also reach out to your hunters. Because the deal was that no mortals would get hurt, right? Or if the situation calls for that, then you're not necessarily breaking any of that original conversation you had, I believe. But that might be just me trying to find wiggle room.
Wait, what did you say, Red? I'm spiraling.
She pointed out basically like, hey, you could either like, if you think Marshall's gonna cause a problem, or so then it's gonna hurt mortals, then is he kind of went on the back of his word? Isn't that you can call in your hunters or try to find other hunters who aren't the ones he called for? But that's also her trying to find you wiggle room to maneuver about this situation you find yourself in. So she could be wrong.
Oh yeah. Yes, that is true, but that would mean waiting for someone to get hurt. So
You can always
this is
ask.
ask Marshall.
Well, not Marshall, but I don't. This is gonna sound rude. Do you not have any other friends?
I
might-
do have other friends.
Who might be in the know or might have heard some whispers here and there?
Do I have any other friends? I think. Let me see my. Now Grant is wondering how much.
I was like looking at something completely different. What's your dilemma? Maybe I can help.
No, I am looking at my contact. Grant wondering how much damage I'm gonna cause before I drop this character on him.
Listen, whatever you do, it's impossible to like a clipstick. I'm sorry. It's no fucking way you could like fucking Unibomber the main vampire building and still wouldn't be as impactful.
No, Wanda just suggested Johnny would, like, without going back on his word, try to go around it and ask other friends to keep an eye on the situation, as far as I understood. So I was just looking at.
Yeah,
my death situation.
I'm very confused as to why, unless you're very paranoid, the both of you, which is fine.
No, she was just trying to give Johnny some reassurance because he wasn't sure about the situation with
The
Marshall. He's afraid
reassurance
that
is
it was
like,
gonna...
Johnny, I own these guys now. Like they're gonna do whatever the fuck I told them to do.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know why. I mean, you could just tell him that.
Oh, okay. I own these guys now. I didn't know that. Like I said, I
Okay.
wasn't aware of that, Grant.
God damn. Okay. I think you have
like,
forgotten the conversation with Freya. Freya was like, "Listen,
No.
I'm gonna
Listen.
help you do this. That doesn't
Yes.
mean I'm just gonna like she said, like, yeah, I can't pull back all my resources immediately,
Yes.
but I will still help you."
Yeah, there was never a moment in time where she said they were mine. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know what power I want to have in the situation because
You
from what I
have the
got was
power, like, for one thing, you've already talked with Freya about this very specific thing, and she's like, okay, fine, the hit won't happen. Two, you can always just call her up and be like, I need something, how can we do this?
okay.
But like,
Now that I know that I have
like
that
this
ability,
specific, like I said, this specific group was already discussed. We already had this conversation last session between Wanda and Freya, when Freya was like, okay, fine, the hit won't happen. I'm gonna tell the
yeah,
werewolves to back off.
yeah, okay. Because from I just wanted, okay. So now that I know that I have that ability, I'm gonna I let him know. Okay, Johnny, if you want, I can.
All of us going, huh? Tonight.
Basically, yeah. Now that I know that, because I was under the assumption that you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna go with that. Johnny, if you want, I can get you a bit more reassurance. If you give me a couple hours, I can make a few calls. I assume things are gonna be well. The person I talk will seem to be very sure that she's not gonna be doing this hit at the very least.
I see. Well, see, this is someone whose opinion I trust. Johnny will trust Wanda on this. Then yeah, do let me know if how it goes, and thank you. You've gotten me out of quite a stressful situation.
Of course, at the very least, I'll let you know if it turns.
As always, if I can do anything to help you, Wanda, feel free to tell me.
Of course. You take care of yourself, Johnny.
Damn, we could have ended this conversation in 5 minutes.
I can't believe she has the power. Like,
Oh, because the assumption I got was you're still level 1. I haven't given you the seat yet. I didn't realize I got the seat. I thought we were working towards that.
No.
listen, the thing is, I feel like you just may have you may have underestimated the amount of power she has. You are still in the doorway. This is just the first step.
Okay.
This makes me happy because I always think it's just me, but then it happens to someone else, and I'm like, I see. It's not just me.
Yeah. Well, we can at least finish the ghost thing.
Yes, I want to at least get that out of the way because I spent too long on this project. And I will call Freya if she will pick up or send a text.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if.
As she will answer, it's like, yes.
I apologize for calling you, but I needed to, reassure an old friend at the very least. I'm not. I know we discussed it a bit, but the assassination, not assassination. Sorry, the thing you planned with Marshall, is that still off?
Well, as we agreed, yes. We don't want the war to escalate, so.
Okay, very well then. Like I said, it's just for reassurance, nothing else. Do apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, all right. Wanda, you understand we do have a working relationship. I could use your help with something.
And what do you need some assistance with?
Since you seem to be well connected with this, what was his name? Johnny, I believe.
Yes.
Might I suggest you get the hunters on your side? Would prove quite useful in eliminating some of the vampiric power bases in the city.
You bring up a good point. And it is, since I wish to play this game, I should learn the ropes, shouldn't I?
Be a good idea.
Very well. I will do so. And thank you as well.
Pleasure. Speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon.
Yeah.
Wow, I need more hunters. I'm sorry. At the very least, I would do two things if I can. Grant
Mm.
to wait till after to do the scene, of course. One, she's gonna be calling Johnny to ask about second meeting with the hunters, and two, she wants to give that the ghost spell to Messalina at the very least. But we can wait till afterwards for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can talk to Johnny if you want. Again, the ghost thing is gonna take you like a couple more.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you're gonna get another call, Johnny. I'm sorry. Your phone number is just gonna have Wanda in it for a while.
Yeah, that's fine.
Johnny, are you there?
Yeah.
Well, good news. I have full faith that that little plan of Marshall's is going to be axed. So you shouldn't have to worry about any of those problems coming through.
Perfect. Thank you.
And of course, and I was hoping to ask for a little bit of help from you.
Sure. What is it?
Well, you seem to have some connections with this other hunters groups. I was hoping if you can get me a meeting, hopefully a chance to well, talk with them and hopefully see we can come to be friends.
A meeting shouldn't be of any problem. I'll talk to my friend.
Thank you so much. Just let me know what time and where.
I said this, but what is... you know what? It's fine. Hunters don't like any supernaturals anyway, so... Yeah.
Yes.
Me,
Well,
Flavia says this. Johnny already agreed. Sorry.
gotcha, no problem.
It depends on the hunters. They're not all again. Not they're not a homogeneous thing. So, but yeah,
Then, I
you,
guess
you
it,
can set up a meeting. Like hunters have to be able to talk to supernaturals, otherwise they would not like be allowed in
Yeah,
the city.
that's what I...
But yeah, no, you can set up a meeting for Wanda after she finishes her magic tinkering. I'm gonna. I think it's been long enough. Time to torture Jill. As well, Claire, you are in fact in house arrest.
Yeah, I am.
What's your next move?
Well, you said that like my communications on my phone are being monitored, right?
Yes.
So would it be a dumb idea to text Colton and ask him to keep me updated on what he's doing? Or just let me know if there's an issue?
No, because you could probably phrase it in a way that's vague enough that they're not gonna like immediately. It's like, wait a minute, you have a supernatural fucking disaster walking about?
Yeah, I'm not gonna phrase it in any way that like indicates like who he is to me, I guess,
Yeah.
or like what he is. But basically just saying like probably won't see you for a bit. Please keep me updated.
Yeah.
But other than that, I guess I have to try and talk to Lydia.
Yeah, I was gonna say, listen, you can always call other people, but yeah, you can go and talk to her again if you want.
I have to stop reading chat.
I mean, wait for like a day or two, or do you just like immediately the next night?
Yeah, I think it's been a couple of days already because I did soothsaying,
I
soothsayer.
think you did, yeah.
Yeah. So it has been a couple of days.
Walk back in. She'll sort of again look at you with the same cold face.
I may have an answer I didn't have before.
Good. It's good. Let me hear it.
It's just one word or a name. Abaddon.
Again with your demon lord.
Everything seems to point to her. She's usually involved at least a little bit.
Kind of just nods and says, not my favorite people to fraternize with.
She's fairly easy to talk to from my experience.
Fine, fine. Not fine. I am gonna set up proper communication. See what does she have to offer.
Okay. So I assume I'm still staying here then.
Yes. Seems you have a knack of getting yourself into trouble, so I must keep you safe, you see.
Thank you for your concern, Liddy.
Until things have settled down, I think you will be staying here.
Settled down. Has anything happened?
Well, let's just say that some of my contacts are being having some logistical problems. So, I'm not sure if I'm dealing with sabotage or backstabbing. The point is, previous alliances seem to be, well, losing steam.
Oh.
Which, of course, probably you're happy about, but well, I'm not.
Yeah, I suppose so.
There's nothing else. You are dismissed.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you walk back out. You'll be escorted to your room. As there's like you're being like escorted by one of her like big bodyguards. And as you're kind of like waiting for the elevator, you get in. He follows, and your like room is several floors down. She says, "Ah, you look like you're in a rough position."
Uh,
No, no, turn
It's
around. They're right forward.
okay.
Yes. Like you feel like almost like it's a like you feel like a gun pressed to your back. No funny movements either.
I no funny movements. What's going on? Who are you?
I can be well, I've been called many things. A lover, A menace. Chaos incarnate.
Oh,
The best fuck people have had. Or recently, even a father. The question is, what do you want me to be?
No, not him.
The person who doesn't shoot me, preferably.
Are we just talking about bullets?
I know he said don't turn around, but I'm gonna turn around.
You realize as you turn around, it wasn't a gun, it was just his finger.
Oh my god.
Hey, listen, this thing has caused more casualties than most guns.
Then
Yeah, no, it is the Italian style, and everyone is correct in chat.
Except Mac. Mac thought it was Kushim.
No, why would Kushim be here? Kushim? No. When has Kushim sexually harassed anyone, Mac?
it's true, he does have a word. You're not one of Lydia's usual guards. Don't recognize you.
It's true. If I would, I should be less frustrated.
What? Okay. I guess you didn't answer my other question. What's going on?
Well, that depends on you. Unless you wanna. It seems we are being let's just say imprisoned.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Well, you see, luckily for you, I am all about that liberation.
Okay.
The only question is, you do realize if I help you get out, she will try and kill you. And I can...
Yeah.
I listen, maybe you keep yourself safe, but I have a feeling she knows a lot about you. So can you keep everyone really safe?
Not usually my forte, no.
Oh, you're gonna work with me to ensure that we keep everyone safe.
How?
Well, we're gonna place a little, let's call it I like to call it a love spell, but it's not actually that, but let's say a love spell that well, will make your boss be much more oh well, less of a cold. Actually, no. Just make her not want to kill you and your family, friends, and loved ones. And might also make her back off her attempts at power grabbing in the city.
And this is going to work?
Yes, 100%. Thing is, I can't get close to her because she's gonna immediately notice, and there's a lot of people in the hotel that immediately react. It's gonna be a big mess. It has to be you that does it. I can give you the gun, I can put the bullets in, but you have to be the one that pulls the trigger. Metaphorically speaking.
Right. So this love spell, what exactly is it? Like, how do I...
He's gonna pull out his like inner pocket. This is a very small piece of paper. He like hands it to you. You see there's like a very intricate seal sort of drawn on it. Like he's like it's very red, and it says that's blood, by the way. That's virgin blood.
Okay.
That was a joke. Why?
I don't look. Do I look like a wizard to you?
I don't know. Usually people have reaction is they're really like, ooh, disgusting, or like, oh, horrible. Just seem very like spaced out.
I'm not spaced out. It's just, I don't know. I took your word for it.
Ah, I see. I get it now. You've seen some shit. Because, like, how can you take my... Do I look like a reliable individual? Damn, I must look like a reliable individual.
I work for Lydia.
True? Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Okay. Well,
Also,
no,
blood
it's
doesn't have to be like harm. You can like prick a finger anyway. Sorry. Yes.
It's true. I need to revise that, but think of something else that freaks people out. No, that's a magical seal. You place that on Lydia. It's gonna sort of let's just say imagine her brain has levers. It's gonna start flicking some of those.
Okay.
And one of the levers in this case will be her clear and utter disregard for human life. We're gonna like bump that a notch, like take it from like a minus 100 to like a 10.
It's more than a notch.
Well, I'm saying that because I don't think she's suddenly going to become a bastion of empathy and understanding, but she'll be less willing to just step on bodies.
Less
And
murderous.
Yes,
Okay.
I emphasize the less part. The good thing for you is that you and your friends are going to be included. That less.
That is positive, but so this works as long as it's on her person. What happens if she finds it, or she catches me putting it on her? She's gonna kill me anyway.
No. Like this is if you place this on her. Say a few words, which I'm gonna teach you. It's gonna automatically trigger. It's gonna be like a tattoo that sort of imprints herself on her. There's no way she takes it off.
So it's permanent?
No, because there might be wizards who can like undo it, and then you're actually cooked. But hopefully that doesn't happen, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Important bit is that I don't think you have that many options, so we're trying to like do things as they come.
Fair enough. Who is we? How did you...
Well, my name is Raphael. I represent
Oh.
yes, I represent the colorful circus at this point, really. And I'm like its main clown. A good-looking clown, but a clown nonetheless.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Clown, then. My friend Monty told me about you.
It's the university kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Helped me out with a couple of investigations. We did bag that son of a bitch and save the kids, so
I heard. Congrats.
team effort on that one. But yeah, no, I am in fact still working with the circus. I haven't left.
So the circus is aware of the fact that I'm being held against my will here?
Well, you did message Colton, and Colton is part of the circus, whether he likes to say it or not.
Oh, I didn't realize he was involved.
He doesn't want to be, but we're like kind of dragging him along. It's like part of his whole Ghost Rider persona. He's like built himself. Big comic book nerd. This is why I feel like
Very
comic book
vengeful.
nerds should never like gain superpowers. Like, look what they do.
He was helpful at least. for a little bit.
The point is, we people, some people have wisen up your capture. And well, listen, you've made at least a good impression wherever you went. People are willing to stick their necks out of it to help you out.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize I had a.
Yeah, Aniko, Mr. E. There's a lot of people in the circus.
Seems like everybody, huh?
Well, only the fun people. Don't tell them I said that, by the way.
My lips are sealed. So, this seal, whatever this is, how do I activate it?
Well, you have to place it physically on her skin. And then then you have to repeat after me, and trust me, it's important. Now, it may not sound like a magic spell, but it is.
Okay.
You have to say the words. Welcome, the Avengers Initiative.
What?
Like I said, this is why I think you shouldn't give nerds superpowers, because they come up with dumb shit like this. But these are the magic words to unlock the seal.
Okay, so you're serious then?
Yes.
I have to say, okay. All right. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll figure out a way.
I think you can wait another day or so, ask for a meeting with her, and then just grab her hand or something. Use your weird fate powers to make yourself be more lucky. I don't know.
Yeah, might need to.
Hey,
But,
listen. If you're feeling lonely in this wide power of misery, you can always reach out. I'm a good listener, I've been told.
That's good to know. Thank you for the offer.
I'm good at many other things. He's gonna lead you back to the room. I did fix that spell, so no more surprise children. He's gonna walk away.
What?
Waves at you.
Okay, thanks. What the fuck?
Always make them keep guessing your next move. Never let them know what you think. But yeah, no. Unironically, if you use a Let It Out ability, you could probably pull this off. Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure one of them is, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it's supposed to help or hinder an NPC.
Yeah, so like that. Basically, you would hinder an NPC to be able to do
Mhm.
without like having to turn to violence or other things.
Yeah, I feel like that would be bad if I messed that up.
Yeah. Up to you if you want to do it.
And I have to decide whether I use Let It Out before I roll, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because like if no, I'm saying like up to you if you want to do the whole thing with the seal and all. Let it out.
I mean,
will
like, my
just-
other option is just sitting.
Yes, your other option is just working with Lydia as is and being a good little oracle.
Yay.
Or try to
Sounds
escape in
great.
other means. Listen, you can contact, you can do your own schemes. Just this is just the lifeline that these people threw to you.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a very useful lifeline.
You can always just summon Colton and like bust your way out of here, but like,
That's true, but I was saving that for if I was about to die.
I'll get a lot
Oh,
of people
boy.
killed because Colton is not like
That's why I didn't want to do it. He would kill everyone in this fucking
he will.
building.
He will. He in fact one of his vows is to not. Funny part is you would call you can call him here and he's not gonna protect you. He's just gonna kill everyone. Because Colton's entire like vows is like do not defend the weak, but destroy your enemies and punish the guilty. So he won't defend you. He will just kill everyone that like tries to fuck with you. So
Interesting line to draw there. Okay.
he is a very fucked up individual. As are most the characters before they have like several games worth of character development.
I think I'm gonna go with the Raphael plan.
You wait for another day or two and request another meeting with Lydia. Will of course oblige and will be escorted to her office as you walk in. There? Something you report?
Yes, God, I feel like I need I feel like Claire's fucking panicking right now. Oh no. Because I'm panicking. Did you get in contact with Abaddon yet?
We've established some basic communications. I will probably meet with one of her agents soon.
Do you know which agent?
A man by the name of Leon.
Okay, I have met him. Oh god. I'm trying to find a way for Claire to just like slowly get closer to Lydia as they're talking.
Listen, I was gonna say, listen, you can just roll, let it out.
I'm probably going to.
Get that anxiety out of the way, because you can always fail technically.
Red.
That's, look at your stats. Spirit is still like your best.
Yeah.
So either you let it out or you keep your cool. Both would work. Problem is, then you would have, if you roll keep your cool, you would also have to roll mislead. The mind.
I'd have to roll what?
So you would have to. So either you roll let it out and just use your supernatural abilities, or you combine keep your cool plus mislead to achieve the same thing.
Ooh. Those aren't the worst stats for me, but I have a bad habit of rolling poorly when I need to roll well. I'm so tempted to just deal with the consequences, but I think I'm gonna do a let it out ability.
Look at that. You can ignore the complication. I assume you want to ignore the complication. Because on a 10, you choose between ignoring the corruption or the complication.
I will ignore. Let me read this full thing. I'm going to ignore the corruption. Fuck it, why not?
If you do that, you'll have to deal with the complication. It's gonna.
Yeah, it's fine. It makes things interesting.
Okay. It's kind of slightly like get closer as you tap into your abilities as you make sort of fate itself try to, well, work in your favor here. As Lydia will reach for the wine glass, that will just kind of spill over. She's gonna like purse as she gets up. To sort of pick it up from the ground. As she does that, that's the perfect opportunity for you to lunge and sort of put the seal on and say the word.
Welcome to the Avengers Initiative.
As you grab her and you say that. As you say that, though, unfortunately, you because you like put it on her, you start saying the words, but as she like pushes you off, you don't get to say the full thing,
Oh.
as the seal does activate. And you can see her like have like a moment where you can just see the rage in her eyes, as like it took her a second to realize what you did before her face sort of mellows out and she's like, what was I doing?
You accidentally spilled your wine, and I'm gonna help her clean it up.
Yeah, she's like, no, it's quite all right, thank you. She's gonna pick up the wine. Oh, this worked out better than I expected.
Are you feeling all right?
Yes, actually, yes. Thank you, Claire.
You're welcome. Can I can I read a person?
Yeah, you can roll me figure someone out. Can ask 2 questions.
Does it seem like she is genuinely like calmed down, mellowed out, or is she like hiding something?
It's a weird sensation. It's like a fucking personality shift.
Yeah. I don't know. Does it seem like she would be, I guess the only other question I could ask is like, does it seem like she would be more willing to let Claire talk her out of keeping her here? Maybe not right now, but like
yeah, I mean, listen,
later.
she normally would be very upset, and she went from wanting to like, well, maybe not kill you, but definitely hurt you, to saying no, it's fine, as she like picked up the glass herself. She would never do that.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm probably weirded out enough.
Yeah, she says, I will inform the guards that you are allowed to leave. But do be careful.
Oh. Okay.
It's still a dangerous city out there.
I will indeed be careful.
Yes, I'll
Thank
see you
you.
around. Kisses as she sits down.
I have to turn away and just leave the room at that point. What the fuck?
Yeah, as you walk out, as Raphael is on the other side, sort of kind of like having a look of like he's trying to stifle laughter as he looks at your very clearly embarrassed face.
What does that look for?
Just find it a bit funny.
Fine.
So listen, it's a bit confusing, but fine.
Disturbing is what it is.
You know, I said that at the beginning, but you learn to embrace the weirdness. Plus, people call me disturbing. And he kind of winks.
Okay.
Disturbingly hot as he like walks to the elevator with you.
Oh, okay. If that makes you feel better, I could, yep.
Well, I guess you are free since I was told to get your things.
You were?
Yeah. It's a
I'm
planned
sorry,
operation,
didn't-
Claire.
I understand that, but I thought like the operation was to give me the spell, and then
Yes.
I'm on my own at that point.
Nah, listen. Circus is clearly your friends.
Clearly.
See, like, sort of, you see him reach out behind you and he, like, pulls, like, a red fucking clown nose, like a rubbery thing. Listen, it's
Are
never too
you-
late. I am, in fact, a magician, yes.
Yeah.
I bewitch people.
Oh my gosh. So sleight of hand. Got it. It's pretty easy to learn, but you know,
No.
good job.
No, people say that, but... well... just lead you out. As, yeah, you're gonna be let go, as he'll say, as you kind of like walk out of the tower of the hotel. Says, well... I guess if you need help, reach out. And, you know what? Keep fighting the good fight.
Okay, I will do that.
You seem confused, which I'll be honest, I've met other oracles in my life, and some of them were like you, because your visions can be a bit confusing. I guess when you see them all the time, it's weird. It seems to me like you want to do the right thing, which is always appreciated. Even though you were working with a tyrannical, cold-hearted bitch. Everyone's been there. Well, not me, but like most of the other people. I've been like perfect from day one.
Of course. Yep, I've had a recent change of heart.
He like nods.
I don't know. I'm not used to doing the right thing, I guess, as you put it, but I'll figure it out.
Listen. I think things are about to change quite a lot in New York, so listen, as I think a lot of people will either learn that sometimes being literally the biggest asshole around doesn't get you as many friends, and somebody who isn't the biggest asshole around will have more friends. These sort of fights, people who bring the most amount of friends usually win.
I'm glad that I befriended the circus. Do you guys actually have like a name, or do I have to keep referring to you as the circus?
Oh god, if you want to listen, technically you can. I'm associated with the Inferno Club now, but I call them the circus. I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
Okay. No, I'm familiar with Inferno.
Fucking dragons and like angels, demons, vampires, and all with. Well, you've seen Colton. You've met Abaddon.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever think like people like that would work together? Would you think I would work together? No. But yet somehow we all ended up in the same weird alliance. Can't
You
believe.
seem strangely bitter about it.
Yes, I am very bitter because I can't believe I've met a demon lord with a slight heart. I don't think she has a big heart, but it's like a small one and it exists. Because you know, she
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 seems to care in her own way.
she hunted me for like 2 years or so to kill me, sent her fucking dragon goons after me all the time. You know how we bonded? We know how we buried the proverbial hatchet?
That's not a euphemism, is it?
No, no.
Okay.
No, God, no. I don't, no, no. Listen, listen. I've learned long ago that you don't stick your dick in crazy.
Good to know.
Well, it was all about the child souls. She was one of the main backers of the entire op. We found ground on. I'll be honest. I talked with her a bit. I was like, well, you know, demon lords, they don't really give a shit about like souls and whatever the fuck they come. They just use them as ingredients or whatever. Usually kind of bad people, not really the humane ones, especially like the guys in charge, because they have to run the entire op. They don't give a shit about small guys, little guys. I swear to God, her like pub is only filled with like, and he does the air quotes, little guys. These people that start out like that. So I
Yeah,
guess
she was the first demon lord I met, and was not what I was expecting.
I won't say I've met with them, but I've interacted with other demon lords, seen other shit. None of them are like that. Most of them are way older than she is, way more of an asshole, and guess seeing people around her, I guess support networks do actually work, even for some of the worst people. Odd. I want to say the power of love won in her case, because that makes me want to barf, but power of friendship? Ah, that's even worse.
It does sound cheesy.
God, the nerdness is rubbing on me. Soon I'll be making comic book references.
Well, I would say I've never read a comic book, but I'm pretty sure you were not worried about that from me.
Anyways, take care, and you'll let your allies know if you run into more trouble. Although, again, Lydia's never gonna bother you. It's no time anytime soon.
Yeah. I got your number from Monty. I'll give you a call if I need anything.
See you around. He's kind of like waves, take his leave.
Yep. This went smoother than I expected.
Yeah. I wonder what the complication was. Listen, you'll learn that session.
It's fine.
Yeah. Well, it's time. It's time for your half an hour allotted time slot. Hate. As Michael did just return from a very lucrative deal with a wizard.
Yeah, I think I was told to hit the streets to like investigate the weird guy who was making people go like
Yeah.
mind controlled.
Yeah.
And then I do still also have to talk to that angel. That never happened.
Well, you can hit the streets, quote unquote, and I will give you an automatic success because, listen, you did handle this problem in a different life.
You could have. What was it?
As I said, like I will give you an automatic success because you did handle the problem in another life. The different characters.
Yay!
Melchior's sacrifice won't be for naught.
Pour one out. All right.
As
So I guess I. Okay, go on.
yeah, so you would still like spend the time to sort of go around and investigate a bit, and you'll realize in a couple of days, like listening into people, because as a ghost, it's quite easy to spy when you're just invisible. To like most people, you realize quickly that a lot of the affected people, because there were a lot, surprisingly, especially like if you hang around metro stations, and apparently New York is a big fucking like dumpster, so there's like a lot of homeless around.
It's true.
So you like listen to them talking, and it seems that whatever like weird magic juju affected them, it's gone, and they're like very weirded out by it. And it seems like glamour is sort of helping them rationalize things. So they just things like, well, I was doing like good things, but like I don't give a shit anymore. Like some of them,
I've come back to my senses.
yeah, some of them have like actually bonded weirdly enough over this. Like there's like you realize there's been like small like friend groups that have formed because of this. But whatever magic was affecting them, it's gone now.
Okay. Well, you know, Michael's gonna report this, and he's gonna scratch his head over this, and I don't think anyone will ever figure out what happened.
Who are you gonna report to Adam, I presume, right?
Yeah, Adam, my good friend.
Who wants to remind me what did? Because I'm pretty sure Arlo cursed you. Who wants to remind me what that curse was?
He never said. No one ever said anything. He said if you keep talking to him, you'll get cursed. I assumed I might have already gotten
Your
cursed.
sister,
Yes.
your family will find out.
What the fuck was in Mac's background?
The fan, I assume. It was a joke about his sister. Thank you,
Oh, was it?
I was like, I remember something about his sister, but I don't.
Family will find out. He said basically, I can go to the archives.
Okay, there you go. But yeah, yeah, Adam will thank you for the assist, and well, it's a good question. Like, let me double check. I'm pretty sure your sister one of your like it is one of your anchors.
Yes, she is, Brent.
Let's let me. Sure. I should actually just open. Spec.
Moving on to my phone to go grab my dinner, but I'll still be on the call.
Yeah, so yeah, as I'll say this. I assume you would like do your rounds, right? You like still go around.
Yeah, especially on my sister, just because like, I mean, she was kind of mind controlled too. I want to see if like she looks better.
Yeah. So
I'm serving this one up to you, Grunt, on the silver platter.
listen, you check on her a couple of times, and listen, it seems the micro control seems to be fine. But I assume you would still like regularly like go at least like once per day.
Yeah, I don't know if if I do get to if I do spend time with them, I can clear some of my stress or whatever the ghost resource thing
Well,
is.
I don't think you have, unless you wanna, because you don't have time to both investigate this and
Okay, I
spend
thought it was
time.
because it was like over the span of like a couple days. I might, but if not, that's fine.
No, like spending time involves actually like not just dropping by, seeing if she's fine, and then leaving.
There is something in my pants.
Damn. I hope. What?
I was putting on my pants and like
How
something was like
how
in
can
the
you
leg,
like
and it was
how
like
can you like out Raphael's like?
Listen, I realized it as soon as I said it, and I was like, ah, shit.
This is a Roy Mathers quote. If I ever heard one, you should use this in the outgun game.
I will. I'll write it down.
But yeah, as you drop by after the whole thing gets cleared out, this would be like the third time you visited her. There is well, the house. Well, you immediately will notice like the police tape on the house.
He was very
The one on the house?
The police tape. Like when you like want to like secure a scene, prevent people from entering.
Well, I'm gonna go in and look.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's no obstacle for you as you make your way inside, and well, the house looks completely fucking trashed. Like, and I don't just mean like it was ransacked. No, it looks like some large animal just destroyed everything. You can see like scratch marks on the floor, the walls. It's all sort of torn apart.
Can I like look around and see if I can tell like anything else besides that, or maybe like see if I can see where she's staying right now, or if like anyone got hurt?
If no one got hurt here, that would be an interesting thing. But I guess there's no like big blood splatters that you see. I'll remind you, one of your let it out powers is to just instantaneously travel to one of your anchors, which is your sister in this case.
Oh crap! I can't. Okay, I'll head over.
I assume you want me to roll for you. Ah, damn, that's a failure. But you know what?
Oh no.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a devil's bargain here, Hate. A devil's bargain. I'll let you turn this into a partial success. So you gain both corruption and the complication.
I'll take it.
Ah. Lovely. Now let me. I don't think you ever gave me a picture of yourself.
I did.
Well, funny, but need to find a proper NPC picture. Yeah, that's definitely. As well, you find yourself. It looks like a basement of sorts. And well, you're next to a large cage, and in the cage you see this sort of deformed hybrid mixture between a human and some form of wolf, dog. You're not really sure. They're sort of just kind of like in one of the corners, like on the ground. The concerning thing for you is that there is no one else in the room, and you don't think your ability failed necessarily.
Is my sister a werewolf now?
Well, werewolves can usually shift back after transformation. And on that note, I will leave you because the background noise is quite big. I'm gonna torture Red for a bit more. But yeah, no, there you go.
It's okay. I was about to head upstairs right now.
Okay. Werewolf curse enabled. Happens when you talk to Arlo too much. Alright, you're not getting away.
Listen, how was he supposed to know?
Listen. There was another victim just like you in Storm Clouds. It worked out for the better in the end. After much pain and misery.
I'm sure Michael is quite distraught right now. I can't stay mad at him.
But yeah, no.
It's too funny.
You do like, yeah, your unless your ability failed or like working properly, your sister has become some weird werewolf abomination.
I think Michael is like starting to hyperventilate just a little bit, even though he can't breathe. I'm gonna look around to see where this is, like fly out, if I have to.
Pretty sure as you. Problem is you have to. You are unseen but can be touched right now. Fortunately, you have to have two of those things, not just fly out.
I thought the way it worked was that like I'm usually all three, but I can become two.
No, you're always two.
Well, I mean, like I'm neither. I'm none of them.
No, you're always two. So you always are either heard, seen, or touched. You always have to be two of those. You can mark trauma to be either one or three.
Okay.
That's the complicated angle, which like usually doesn't come up because you can just walk to places, right? So you can always just be invisible by default. You want to fly out of the room. Well, might see you because she's not affected by glamour.
Yeah, I guess she's not I guess she's not asleep then, huh?
No,
All right.
Not that lucky.
I guess I'm not. All right. You know,
You can mark one trauma. It's not like a big deal.
nah. You know what, Grunt? If she's stuck in this, maybe it's time to actually reveal myself.
Okay.
I will. Yeah, I'll become like able to be seen and heard, I guess.
Yeah. As there's a moment as he looks at you, flinches, and it's like opens her mouth and like clearly like seems like she wants to talk, but like it's only like growls that come out as her throat is incapable of forming coherent words. As she like reaches through the cage.
I'll just yeah, Michael will just say, is it you?
Growls continue as she like lunges and sort of like swipes at you as the fucking claws just pass through.
And she did in fact get Edwarded. He'll just say, it's okay. I'll try and get this fixed.
Just again another
If you
swipe
can-
at you, and like again it just passes through you.
I guess you can't understand me right now.
it's becoming.
See
She's
what I can do.
becoming. Yeah, she's becoming more and more agitated and making a lot of. You hear like
Yeah, I'll
footsteps
leave through the
coming from
wall.
upstairs.
I'll leave through the wall.
Yeah, as you float out of there. And well, gonna switch things to Wanda, who you've finally finished that medallion as you reach out to Mezzalina. I think I don't remember. She gave you like a way to contact her.
Yeah, the thing Victor is locked in the room with. I need to take it from him.
Yeah. You walk in. He's like completely uninterested. Something else now.
Understandable. I see you're done with. Well, I'm gonna take this back. So find everything you wanted from him.
Yes. Who was it that gave you this?
I'm not too sure about her. A newcomer to the city by the name of Masali. How do you say it, Grunt? I'm so sorry. Messalina? That's right, Messalina.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone by the name of Messalina. Her magic feels strange, if nothing else, and she seems to have a love of the, I guess, ghosts and death. Not too sure much about her.
Okay, so I'm gonna state that's still like you can't just go through all as a default thing. I would still argue you need to like you'll be like stopped by
Ah.
things.
So would I've had to roll that move then, the like escape the situation thing? Because I did take the move that specifically allows me to move through walls.
Well, the problem is it doesn't like it doesn't allow you to sort of necessarily move through walls. It just allows you to like escape with someone else. But yeah, technically, you would have had to roll. You could have rolled that, I guess.
Okay. That's fine. We can keep it with what's going on. It makes sense narratively.
But yeah, no, I guess yeah, that's true. You could have, yeah, you could have. But yeah, so he'll say, her magic is quite. I wouldn't call it exotic, but I would call it rare. It's some form of ancient ritualistic magic that I've never seen before.
Well, right now she seems to only have one goal in mind, which is apparently hunting down ghosts for her. Well, I'm not too sure exactly what she wants them, but she seems it's part of her own way she does things.
Probably wants to empower herself. Ghosts can be used for such things, and it's quite easy to extract a soul from a ghost.
Mm.
Are you sure you want to help this individual?
Well, based on what you just told me, I'm a little bit concerned there. I was hoping to get a chance to get to know her by bringing the opening move here. Seems like it's probably best I don't help her, doesn't it?
I apologize. I thought you would have realized all of this beforehand.
Sadly, I was a bit busy dealing with other things, and I didn't really know her motives. I've only talked to her once, and that's it. You've been having the only device that I can communicate with her with. She kind of jokes.
Well, he'll not, completely not getting the joke. He'll say, "Does seem that you are better suited for politics than magic."
At the very least, I was trying to hopefully get a chance to ask her what she was planning to do by giving this peace offering, we'll say. But empowering ghosts in the city, I feel like will just lead to more problems we already don't need. Well, I'll just tell her I sadly couldn't do what she asked for and apologize for my lax in magic. I'm sure she'll understand.
Sort of like tilts his head. I suppose. I don't know her personality, if she's the forgiving type or.
It was, don't worry, Victor. It was a speculation on my part. Yeah, I didn't really want a confirmation from you. Uh, but thank you for letting me know. I promise.
You take care. You can clearly tell, like, he is, like, he's not spooked, but he is curious, and he's never curious unless things are, like, kind of wacky.
Mm. I would ask if something caught your eye, but that's probably the most obvious thing. Do you have
Well,
anything
yes,
else you want to add?
this entire thing has caught my eye. It's a form of magic I'm not familiar with.
It did.
I reached out to the best expert I know on ancient forgotten practices, and well, he has a theory, but that's impossible.
Well, I have to hear it now. Can't just say that I'm not expected to give me the information.
He claims she's a powerful witch, but the problem is, for witches to be powerful, they have a coven, they're bound to a certain piece of land. They don't wander, they don't travel. If they do, they lose their power. The fact that this one is here, and well, I'm not sure, maybe she's trying to establish a new covenant. So in that case, she might not be dangerous now, but might become dangerous in the future. But then again, this is a powerful artifact infused with magic. So I don't know if she had this before she came here, made it after she came here. Because if that was my debate with Andre, he says she made it because it feels recent. I say that's impossible. But I also know that, well, many things are possible. You disregard them, so that's why I'm saying be very careful with her.
I understand. Oh, at the very least, I'd rather tell her that I wasn't able to do what she wanted of me than have her dangling there in the background. And hopefully, she'll be along her way. I don't think we need any more trouble right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because yeah, she's gonna take the amulet and well, give Victor a goodbye. Actually, before she goes, Victor has come back home any point in time.
I mean, no, but I've spoken to her.
I see.
She has been spending a lot of time at Inferno Club recently.
Okay. Thanks, Victor.
Now that I think about it, why is she spending so much time with the demons?
Abaddon has decided to train Cammy.
He like kind of his eyes go wide and say, "Oh, so you're fine with Abaddon training Cammy, but not me?"
I'm fine with Cammy learning the tools that she needs to prepare herself for a life without me, at the very least. And I was expecting you to actually start doing that sooner than later, but things got a bit crazy. So if you want to train her, you can.
I was holding myself back because, well, the last discussions we've had.
Well, at the very least, I've surrendered. So if you wish to train Cammy, well, you can.
That's thank you. I will. Have you changed your mind then about the whole thing, or is it just a desperate move?
I've learned that life's too short to worry about the small stuff right now, Victor. Today, tomorrow, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'd rather Cammy be prepared for what this life brings to her than be left floundering around in the dark or asking the wrong people.
He like nods and says, "Very well. I'll well, I'll reach out and begin properly training her.
Yeah, she just nods before presumably taking her leave.
Well, as you leave the sanctum to be able to reach out to Mezzalina, you will see Cammy sort of coming back, having a very that face when something bad has happened, but you're trying to like play it off cool.
Cammy, is everything all right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
You look like someone just ran in your parade. It's the expression I use, but it looks even worse than that. What happened?
You can roll me if you want to persuade an NPC with a +1.
Gotcha.
Not doing very open about this.
Partial success.
Clutch roll. Yeah, but you have to promise to literally not tell everyone, including dad, your friends, your like no one, because I was also told to not tell it to anyone. I think they'll be very mad if I tell it on them.
Okay. What's going on, Cammy?
I was training with Abaddon, and well, something weird happened. Abaddon sort of shifted, I guess. It's she kind of like almost like it's like someone would fade in front of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Leon come in, and there was a big ruckus, and not many people know about it. I was told to keep it quiet. They didn't tell me exactly where she disappeared, but they seemed to be confused and freaked out.
Is she saying she was confused and freaked out?
No, like everyone that was trying to investigate. Like literally, Abaddon disappeared.
Okay, gotcha. It's cutting you off a little bit, so
Oh
didn't
no!
make sure I missed a word.
Fuck my microphone.
It-
No.
It's like it's not like every word. It's like every once in a while as you're talking, mostly near the end of your sentences. So, did Abaddon return?
No. I mean, I didn't see her. I talked to Leon, and he had that face he gets when he has to actually do work.
Okay. Okay.
Also, Darius doesn't
And
know.
what has?
So don't tell this to Darius, especially Darius.
Okay. I feel like. Go ahead.
Yes.
I feel like this is a large, big secret thing. So I understand that quiet is important and keeping people out of the know is important. But are they sure they don't want to let Darius know so he can help them with the situation?
Well, I asked, and Leon said that Darius is gonna fly off a handle, and he might cause more problems than like good things. And you've seen the man; it's very hard to contain.
That's also true.
So for now, the rational people are in the know, and they're like trying to figure it out.
Okay. Well,
But listen. I learned cool magic.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you
We
wanna
were
talk about
actually we were studying. We were studying possession magic, and it's kind of cool.
I see.
We can like take over things, just like puppets, right? Like we're studying on like wooden figurines, like animate them. and you can link your
Exactly.
mind to like the wooden figurine and sort of use it as a proxy.
Well, at the very least, I have some other good news to add. Hopefully, doesn't. Well, your father's also taken an interest in training you, though he might get a bit jealous, maybe.
She like looks at you, rolls her eyes, and says, "But he's never gonna let me do fun stuff, though."
I think he's going to let you do the fun stuff.
Can I be honest with you?
Of course.
I don't like how he teaches. It's very boring.
It is. It is very boring, at the very least.
It's like with Abaddon, I
Boring,
got to
but
do cool things. We like played around with spells, like blasted an entire room. He's gonna give me the books and like tell me to read. Ugh.
listen, I know it can be boring. When I was taught by Victor, I think it probably was fun, but that's also being able to see all your hard work come to fruition, at the very least, and you'll learn so many spells that you would never have used. Yeah, it's boring, but you'll still gain something from it. So, why not give it a chance? And your dad is very excited at the idea of teaching you. It's one of the things he's always wanted to do. Maybe take it as a you and father-daughter bonding moment.
She nods and says, "I think that's the only good thing that's gonna come out of this." But sure.
If nothing else, I think you'll be the kick in his butt to actually make him learn a couple new things as well. Maybe you get a chance to show off.
It's true. I could. Maybe he knows. I could. Because she told me this is like demon specific thing, and like he probably doesn't know the possession magic. I know magic that doesn't know. That's gonna drive him.
Yes.
That's gonna drive him mad. I can't. She suddenly looks much more giddy.
She just pats her shoulders, a little bit of nostalgia on her face. It's like, well, at the very least, he's in his in his study, so you can go ahead and just barge in and show him what you've learned.
She will bolt away. On that note, we'll be